So are you looking for the perfect seasonal decoration for the front porch on your dollhouse? Stay tuned today and see how to make a really simple windsock to hang by the front door. And you can make it for any season, from Christmas to Valentine's to St. Patrick's Day to just a summer or fall or whatever. Stay tuned and see how easy this is. Let's start with what you need to make the project. You'll need a little tiny piece of paper, and this is about 3/4 of an inch this way and about, a little over 1 3/4 inches long. What you need to do is about 3/4 of an inch this way and long enough to wrap around a dowel. This dowel is a 7/16 inch dowel. This is what we'll form our windsock on. Any dowel about a 1/2 inch in diameter. This isn't a super picky project, so if you've got something anywhere from 3/8 to 5/8 will be fine. Anywhere's in that neighborhood. So cut your strip 3/4 of an inch long, wide, and then wrap it around your dowel and cut it so it overlaps by about 1/8 to 1/4 inch. So you need those. You need some ribbon, and I chose 2 colors to go with this paper. I chose a pink and a white. I have 3 strips of each, and I start out at about 5 inches. We can trim this when we're done, so that as long as they're long enough, you can always make them shorter. You need a piece of heavy thread or light string. This is a product called Crochet. You get it by the yarn. In almost anywhere that has yarn will have this. Even Walmart has it, and I think people crochet doilies with it. But I use a lot of this. You need a piece of this to coordinate. I've got white. You need a jump ring. Any small size jump ring is fine. You need some tacky glue. Any tacky glue. I wouldn't go with a white glue simply because they're so thin and they tend to run and they could soak through the paper and glue your thing to your dowel. You need some toothpicks to spread the glue, and you need some tiny tweezers. And you also need small scissors. So that's really all the materials we need. So let's get started. Alright, so I've got a little tiny bit of glue there. Now I'm going to overlap so this side is over that side. So I'm going to take a toothpick, spread some glue, and it's okay if it goes past where your overlap is. Just don't run it onto the bottom side where it will glue onto your dowel. Just kind of snug it up here. It doesn't have to be super tight, as long as it's straight. Make sure it's loose, and let this dry. This needs to dry. In the meantime, let's get our jump ring ready. I'm going to fold this in half. Through the jump ring, we're going to feed the ends of the thread of the string through the loop and pull it up tight. And I like to, since I've got some glue here, I like to touch this with just a little bit of glue. Now these bits of glue, they won't take long to dry, but they do need to dry before we go on. So I'm going to give this about 5 or 10 minutes and I'll be back. Alright, so our glue is dry. I slid that off of my dowel, and I'm trimming my string on my hanger so I can work with it. And I'm going to I've got some fresh glue here. And I'm going to put quite a bit of glue inside. And I just want to glue one string on right now. Here's the other end of mine. No, this isn't quite that long there, about. Oops. Let's go a little farther down. So we don't want a lot of the hanger hanging out the top. Alright, so that's stuck down. Now roll it over. Put some glue right across from it. This time I'm going to try to use my tweezers. and just kind of stick here. And now that needs to dry before we go on to the next step. Glue on that string just takes a few minutes to dry because there's not much glue there. So now we get to start putting on our ribbons, and we're going to alternate colors. Now, you can do this in any theme you want. I've done these for Halloween with Halloween paper. Actually, the time I did Halloween, I couldn't find a Halloween paper with a small enough design, so I used orange. And then I just took a black marker and did a jack-o'-lantern face, and that looked really cool. I've done them with rainbow colors, see, the one I did rainbow colors of ribbon. I did the paper was like a light blue with a cloud design, and then I had the rainbow papers. It looked really neat too. It's just this is just a really fun little project. And one thing I've always disliked about a lot of the other windsocks I've seen in miniature is they're just so far out of scale. They're so huge. And this one makes, by doing it this way, it's a lot more in scale. And see, I'm just putting these ribbons around, evenly spaced in alternating colors. And you can do, I've done red, white, and blue for 4th of July with red, white, and blue ribbons. And then I did 9 ribbons, I think. Yeah, I did 9 ribbons. You can do anywhere from 6 to 9 ribbons on this, and it will look fine. So there we go. We've got our ribbons on, and now this glue needs to dry, and then I'll come back and trim the ribbons off, and we'll see how it looks. Alright, so my glue is dry, so I'm going to line up the top of my windsock here with the ruler. And because of where I'm going to put this one, I don't have as much space. You can make these anywhere from about 4 to probably 5 or 5.5 inches long. I'm going to make this one 4.5. I have your scissors, so I'm just going to cut these off. There. And it's all ready to hang on the front porch of the dollhouse. So I hope you enjoyed this project. Be sure and find us on Facebook. If you make one of these, post a picture on the wall on Facebook. I'd love to see it. I'll talk to you later. Bye.